how's it going? This is actually the mindful message for the day. I had to get that out and release it and let it fall. I'm here to transmute and say what I gotta say and keep it moving. I don't get pressed, I don't get stressed. When I feel the urge, I speak and then it's done. Let it fall. Point blank period. That's what you should do in your life. You need to address it, you need to set a boundary, you do so. And then you let the divine take the rest of it. Don't hold on to anger, don't hold on to spite. Because then what you are trying to remove can stay latched. So, said what I gotta say. But I want to help you. How do you know when you are energetically being manipulated? And by that I mean, whether you believe in magic or whatever you want to call it, gifts, you could be the most, I don't believe in anything person in this world, and no judgment here if you're an atheist or whatever, but just because you don't believe anything doesn't mean that they can't affect you. In fact, they can affect you more because you're naive to it. So how do you know when you are being manipulated? And then I'm going to try to get into how do you know if you're dealing with toxic or like demonic like things just in your home, or like possible possession like things. I might have to do a part 2 on this. We shall see. Alright, so I always notice first thing when you get upset, when you're really mad, when you're really angry, you know, there's a lot of things that can cause that. It can be built up of pent up emotions within yourself. You could be transmuting childhood trauma. You could be, I don't know, just having mood swings or whatever. It just could be a day. But how do you know if you are being energetically and spiritually manipulated? Is there's telltale signs, okay, that can't be ignored, but they're hard to spot if you don't know what to look for. One, if somebody is always around you and they just have an energy that's like very negative or toxic, and their energy, their presence negatively affects the entire room, whether they know it or not. They don't necessarily have to be an evil person, but they are somebody with gifts not of the light, because they're either in dark night of the soul, a low point in their evolution of life cycles are here, or they're just a rancid soul in general, struggling with depression. Like, people like that have gifts and they don't realize that their thoughts and the hateful things that they think about other people or judgments in their mind actually project things to other people's lives that are harmful. And I think majority of evil casted on people is from people mostly not aware that they are gifted at all, and they're just miserable in life, and they see someone who's happy, like maybe it's somebody you work with, maybe it's somebody in your area, whatever, but they always come around and their energy affects everybody in the room. This is when you need to set a boundary. This is when you need to call your energy back. Depending on what you believe in, there's all kinds of rituals. I paint runes on myself, and I just keep saying to myself, like, I have this energy protection around me, nothing can fuck with me, and I just do it in my mind, and it's pushing it energetically out. Big personalities aren't always good for you. Know the difference between somebody who is just loud and, you know, naturally a spark of a person, and somebody who is like genuinely sucking the energy out of things. Those are evil motherfuckers. Don't shake hands with them, don't get close. I would act like they have fucking COVID. Stay 6 feet apart, and your energy too. Healthy boundaries. I don't ever entertain evil. If you got a dark ass energy, I act like you don't fucking exist, and I keep my distance because you're not worthy of my time or being in my light. I'm not here to help those ones. The bitter ass ones that just want to be evil and miserable, I will do what I can to help you get out of depression, but there is points in people where it is 100% choice. They just prefer to be evil, or they prefer to be manipulative, or they just prefer to be negative. And I know that everybody goes through rough patches. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the people that just, like, you tell your good stuff to, and they shit all over it. Your whole life or your whole time with them or being in your presence, they either shit on you or other people. They're always talking about someone else, talking shit, bringing up negative stuff to get everybody going and antsy. Stay the fuck away from them evil assholes. They're energy vampires who can project evil things or do it on purpose. So be mindful of people's presence and energy and how they treat people, how they talk about people that aren't around them. If they come to you and they're always talking shit about someone else, I would kick them the fuck out of my energy field. They're leeching off your energy. They're attaching tethers to you from other people as they go, and they suckle off of everybody's energy and stir the fucking pot. That creates a force for them, and it sucks off of you in the negative way. By entertaining it at all, you give them the pass to your energy. So by saying, don't talk about those things, like, granted, you have friends that, like, I have friends at work where I go, and because I do have negative people like that, that are evil people, and people are starting to notice it and talk to me about it, I don't feel like that is being catty. I think they're acknowledging that, and they all say the same things. They're always so negative. They bring me down. I don't feel like that's talking shit about someone. I think that's acknowledging that they're being toxic to that person, and they have a right to express that. So be mindful of what talking shit is. If they're always having complications with someone because there's lack of communication, that doesn't mean that they're always talking shit. So use your best judgment there. Also with relationships, the biggest evil actually comes from people you dated, people who you rejected, people you crush on, that don't energetically in the 3D, you know, have anything to do with you, or people who crush on you that you have no idea about. Like, all of these are tethers that attach to your energy without your permission. So constantly cleaning your aura like you would clean your body is vital, because you're going to be subjected to evil. This world is 0 dark 30, okay? So you could sage. I sage all the time. I call it my spiritual shower. Palo Santo, crystals. On my name badge at work, I have a crystal that protects me from evil and keeps my energy to myself. You can Google stuff like that, wear it on your body, draw runes on yourself. I am loud and proud with what I believe in. I don't have a title. I don't get down with titles or organized anything. I just am who I am. The only thing I would subject as a title would be, I don't know, an earth angel or a light worker, but I think that there's millions of those, so it's not like special. But what else? So people, when you date, they cling on to your energy, even when, like, I would really be mindful of somebody who's very possessive or jealous, manipulative, narcissistic. These are very demonic people that probably latch to you for a cause or for a fact or for a gain of something, and they manipulate you through energy, emotions, and sex. They usually destroy your lives. They usually separate you from everybody who has sense, or anybody like me who their light shines and you can tell 100% what team they ride for. They don't like strong personalities because they're intimidated by them. So they just push all of those people away from you, and they make you create your whole world around them. That's an evil motherfucker, because it's called equal give and take. And you want somebody that can be a power in their own right and stand on their own 2 feet, or how else are they ever going to support you two? be mindful of the relationship you're in. Are they a succubus? Are they an incubus? Or is this good for you?